That depends on a couple factors. Are the tank cars owned by the shipper or the lessor? If the tank car is owned by the shipper, then they don't have the option of placing their DOT-111 tank car fleet into a non-flammable service. It may make more economic sense to retrofit that than sell the fleet and purchase new DOT-117J tank cars. If a tank car owner has 111 tank cars and is considering to retrofit their tank cars to DOT-117R, there are several factors that should be considered. First and foremost, are you retrofitting CPC 1232 tank cars that were built at 286 gross railroad limit, or tank cars that don't meet that CPC 1232 and are only rated at 263 gross railroad limit? I believe the original intent for the FRA allowed the retrofit of existing tank cars that were CPC 1232. The non-CPC 1232 tank cars would need verification that the trucks, which are the side frames, bolsters, meet 286 gross railroad limit, wheel set changeouts from the older 6.5 by 12 bearing design to the newer 6.5 by 9 bearings, along with possible reinforcements to the subsill for the new gross railroad limit. All these are additional costs to consider on the older tank cars. In some cases, thermal protection under the existing jacket may not be required. At a previous company, we had some CPC 1232 25,500 gallon tank cars that were built with high flow pressure relief valves that didn't require thermal protection and only needed a disengaging valve handle along with some required stenciling. We retrofitted those tank cars for less than $2,000 per car. It's what I call a no-brainer. However, tank cars that do require jacket application and thermal protection along with the disengaging valve handle, costs were projected for those to be $40,000 to $50,000 per car. This was a financial decision that was based on the premise that railroads would not discriminate between freight rates on DOT-117R versus the newer DOT-117J. Remember that converted DOT-111 tank cars are not 9/16 thick, but are either 7/16 of an inch or half-inch thick, depending on whether the cars were originally jacketed or not. Furthermore, some are not equipped with thermal protection.